Hare Krishna. Today we are reading from Sri Vrajamandala Parikrama, Mahavana, Gokula and Raval, the pastime places of Mahavana, the place where Putana was liberated. Putana Uddhara Sthala. Putana disguised herself as a mother, smeared her breasts with deadly poison, and came to this place in Nanda Bhavana. Directly in front of Yashoda and Rohini, she was able to very easily pick up sleeping baby Krishna from the cradle, put him on her lap, and begin to breastfeed him. Krishna sucked out the deadly poison together with her life, thus liberating her from the body of a Rakshasi. He then gave her the position of a Dhatri, a nurse or foster mother in Goloka. In a previous life, Putana was Ratnamala, the daughter of Bali Maharaja. When in the palace of her father she beheld the beauty of Lord Vamanadeva, she desired to have a son just like him. But when Vamanadeva took away everything from Bali Maharaja and bound him with a rope of snakes, Naga Pasha, she began to cry. She thought, I would kill such a cruel son by feeding him breast milk mixed with poison. Knowing her desire, Lord Vamanadeva gave her this boon, saying, Evam astu, so be it. Shri Krishna therefore killed her in that form and gave Putana her proper identity as a nurse. The place where the cart was broken, Shakata Bhanjana Sthana. Once, Krishna was sleeping in a cradle under a cart while Mother Yashoda busied herself with his birthday ceremony. Just then, an invisible demon who was sent by Kamsa entered that cart and began to press it down with the intention of crushing and killing Krishna. The naughty baby Krishna, however, made a joyous cry and with a kick of his foot easily killed the demon. The cart collapsed and the pots that were filled with milk, yogurt, butter and other ingredients shattered to pieces. Hearing the baby's cry, Mother Yashoda rushed to the scene and became struck with wonder. When she saw that her Krishna was safe, she called for the Brahmanas and donated many cows to them in charity. The Brahmanas bathed Krishna using the urine and dung of a black cow and recited Vedic mantras for his protection. To this day, the memories of this pastime remain present at this place. In his previous life, Shakatasura was the son of the demon Hiranyaksha. His name in that life was Utkacha, and he was also a demon. Once he trampled on and destroyed the lush green trees and creepers in the sage Lomasa's heritage. The sage, filled with anger, cursed him, saying, Villain, may you become bodiless. Hearing this, Utkacha fell at the lotus feet of the sage, begging forgiveness. The sage said, You will be liberated by the touch of Krishna's lotus feet during the reign of Vaivaswata Manu. That same demon was concealed within the cart and tried to crush Krishna. But by the touch of Bhagavan Sri Krishna's lotus feet, he became liberated. This pastime is described in Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 7. The place where Trinavarta was killed, Trinavarta Badasthala. Once, Kamsa sent a demon named Trinavarta to Gokula to kill Krishna. Kamsa had advised Trinavarta to assume the form of a whirlwind and thus he entered Gokula. The demon seized Krishna, who was sitting beside Mother Yashoda, and flew into the sky. Baby Krishna caught his neck as any baby might, but by his doing so, choked the demon. Trinavarta's eyes popped out from their sockets and he fell to the earth and died. The place where yogurt was churned, Dadi Manthana Sthala. Yashoda would churn yogurt here. Once, during the last part of the night, baby Krishna was sleeping on his bed. The previous day, Yashoda Maya had sent all of her servants and maidservants to their respective homes for the occasion of Deepavali. In the morning, she churned the yogurt herself so she would be able to feed fresh butter to Krishna. As she was churning, she absorbed herself in singing about Krishna's pastimes in a high and melodious voice. Krishna awoke and, feeling hungry, climbed out of his bed and began to search for his mother. Crying and stumbling along with great difficulty, he somehow managed to reach Mother Yashoda, who affectionately placed him on her lap and began to breastfeed him. When she was only midway through feeding him, the milk on the fire nearby began to boil over. Mother Yashoda forcefully put Krishna on the floor and went to take care of the milk. Baby Krishna had not yet drunk to satisfaction, and he began to quiver in uncontrollable anger. Taking up a stone pestle, he punched a hole in the churning pot, and liquid yogurt flowed all over the floor. Krishna trampled through the stream of yogurt before walking into the house and climbing upon an upside-down mortar. Taking butter from a hanging pot, he ate some himself and then began to feed some to the monkeys and crows. Upon returning from the nearby stove, Yashoda Maya saw signs of her child's activities and began to smile. She crept up behind Krishna, but as she went to catch him, he caught sight of her, jumped off the mortar and fled. But Mother Yashoda ran faster than Krishna and caught hold of him from behind. To punish him, she tied him to the mortar and then busied herself with her other household duties. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.9.18 states, Swamathu svina gatraya vishrashta kabara shraja drishtva parishramam Krishna kripayasit swabhandane. When Krishna saw the condition of his mother, her body covered with perspiration and the flowers falling from her hair due to her hard labor, he could understand that she was fatigued. Krishna became merciful to her and agreed to be bound. Krishna and his sakhas began to drag the grinding mortar, and by doing so touched and delivered Kuvera's sons, who had been cursed in a previous life, to become trees. This pastime is described in detail in Srimad Bhagavatam's 10th canto, chapters 9 and 10. Mother Yashoda had tied Krishna to the mortar right here in Nanda Bhavana, and the place where Nala Kuvera and Manigriva were delivered lies just outside. Thank you. Hare Krishna.